Welcome to Blinkers Off with your hosts, Jared Welch and Aaron Halterman.
Hello. What is up? I'm Jared Welch. He's Aaron Halterman. This is Saturday, Derby Saturday. Happy Kentucky Derby Day, everybody. And this is Blinkers Off. What's up, buddy?
What is up, guys? Yes, it is Kentucky Derby Day. We're having a blast already. It's been fun so far. Everything's going well so far. Knock on wood, right? We're 4 races in, and everything's good, doing well. So hopefully we keep doing that. Rain is falling, that's for sure. But we kind of knew that was going to happen the last couple of days. So we'll just see how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think at this point we know it's, like you said, we know it's happening. We know the weather's here. I think you kind of just, we're okay with, it's not as bad as it could be. Let's put it that way.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, I guess that's the easiest way to say it is I mean, we can deal with this. It looks like it's raining. There's a little bit of a break. It's going to rain a little more. And then by Derby time, I hope, fingers crossed, that it's at least done raining. Now it'll be wet, obviously. Yeah. But I think if we can at least avoid the rain, for that last 2 hours or so before the Derby, then that could be ideal. But I do think plan for it to be what it is. But, listen, we've seen performances today that, we just saw, horses that should win. So I don't necessarily think the track is like a huge factor for me.
I mean, no, I looked that over. I kind of thought, let's check this out. Let's see what it is. Let's see what's going to happen here. And I kind of looked over my picks and I thought, you know what? I don't see where it's going to be that big of an issue for who I've picked. Like, I didn't see anybody to really downgrade. Of course, you updated for scratches, obviously, but it's just, like journalism, it's like he's a son of Curlin. I just can't see where he's going to hate it. You know what I mean? So I didn't make a whole lot of changes because of the weather, because I just didn't see the need really. I think it's awfully hard to know when a lot of these horses haven't ran on this kind of thing. You're kind of guessing,
I don't remember who it was, if it was Jerry or Randy Moss, but they were talking about how, like, yesterday I was watching some of the telecasts, and they were saying that they went and it was like off air, but McCarthy was over there because he had horses running yesterday too, and they kind of said, "Hey, how you feeling about this weather and the track tomorrow and all that stuff?" And he's like, "As long as all I want is a good trip, and that he'll do the rest." So he didn't act concerned whatsoever with, like, I don't know. It's mostly just give him the trip and then let him do his thing. So, listen, I'm honestly a little surprised we didn't get more scratches today, a few with the weather, plus just those horses that were kind of on the edge. But, we held on to 18 in the field. So,
yeah. No, it's you talk about trips.
I guess 19.
The good
19,
cheer
right?
trip. Huh?
19 horses. Yeah.
Yeah, 19. But he needs the good cheer trip. Journalism, if he gets it, that's the trip. She showed him the way. Hopefully he was taking notes, because that's the way right there.
The trip that Good Cheer got yesterday was just, she was awesome. She was absolutely awesome. But the trip that she got was unbelievably ideal. And if we can get that to the top of the stretch and he's rounded out, he's kind of, you see him coming and he's trying to chase down whoever. I think that's all McCarthy would want to know, would want to ask and would ask for. So, guys, just so everyone knows, we have updated the betting Bible. The Kentucky Derby betting Bible is available over at the website at racingdudes.com. So if you're looking not just Derby bets, but all the undercard, obviously the stakes action has started. The listed stakes started. The graded stakes action starts here in the next. But, the Derby, I have like 6-7 bets in there. Haltern's got 3 or 4 bets in there, whether it be wins, exactas, trifectas. We have a double. We both have doubles live to a few horses here in the Derby. So a lot riding. But if you want to see those updated bets, just go check out the betting Bible at racingdudes.com. Listen, I think, I don't know about you, but nothing. Are you? Beza is interesting because of the journalism factor, but are you concerned that horse could turn the tables on journalism today?
Yeah, you're concerned about every horse when you've bet one, right? And you're looking at other ones, but I don't, unless the trips get weird or something. Like I don't think so. I'm not that concerned about him. He is one of the 3 to 4 to 5 horses that I sit there and go, well, if he wins, I'm not going to be shocked, that type of thing. But am I like my concern level? No, not really. I guess it would be easier if he wasn't in the race, but he's replacing Rodriguez or Grande, whichever way you want to look at it. Those two were kind of on my list of horses that could beat him too. So, it is what it is. He beat him despite Baeza kind of having everything his way in the last race, and Journalism still to beat him. So I think if Journalism shows up and runs his race, I think he can beat Baeza again.
It's kind of like with Good Cheer and everyone, the numbers, she's not a standout. Look at the numbers. She's not even top of the standout. Like she's right there with these horses. And then it's like, but look, if the eye test shows you she's passing that and she's extending these lead or extending down the stretch and winning. It's kind of with Journalism to me in that last race. Yes, it wasn't, the numbers are going to show that they were very similar. But when you watch the race, I saw a horse go and get a loose Baeza that probably should have won that race most of the time. And so, to me, if the situation occurs here where we see Baeza kicking home down the stretch of the Derby, I mean, I don't know how you can have a doubt that Journalism can't do it again.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. And like I said, if he's kind of what we think he is, you're not really scared other than the normal, hey, it's horse racing. And, he's not, I don't view him as like some kind of monster. So, you got to get out of the gate and got to, make sure this horse doesn't do this or that and the other. But, as far as just like his talent level, I think it's just a tad higher. Just kind of how I viewed Good Cheer yesterday. I picked Good Cheer because I just thought she's a little better in that group, and she got a good trip and a good setup. And again, I'll say it. I've been saying it for however long the Oaks has ended. I hope they're taking notes, and Rispoli, I hope, was taking notes, because if you do the AG Bullet ride from yesterday,
oh god,
he's never going to hear the end of it. Do what they did with Good Cheer, and if you lose with that trip and that ride, then you weren't good enough to win. But that's the way to do it. Like, that's how that horse is going to have to win today.
The AG Bullet ride, I had nightmares about last night. Still, that one was rough. Taking the speed away from the horse is one thing, but then not giving the horse a place to run is another. And I mean, that just like, you just got to make those decisions of his. Sometimes are a little bit curious. Can't do that in the Derby. You got to make, you got to keep the horse clean. You got to keep the horse safe. Kick him out. Let him do his thing. Don't be a hindrance to the horse. That's the Derby. That's such a huge thing. Drawing post 8. As long as he breaks, I don't see how he doesn't. So he did at least get a trip. Past that, he's got to do the rest. But, yeah, I mean, listen, the track itself. Is there any horse? We'll just kind of, we've talked about this race. We've harped on it forever. By the way, I will be live. Halterman will be live on VSiN here shortly, and then he's gonna be live throughout the show or throughout the Derby. I'll be live here on the channel here at Racing Dudes on our YouTube. So at 5:00 Central Time, like an hour before post. So join me if you want to hang out with me while we go live and kind of talk about the race and kind of the odds and all that good stuff. Right now, the early odds 9-1 on Sovereignty, 7-2 favorite on Journalism. So those are the early odds. There's like 6 million in the pool, that was of this morning. But that's probably a pretty good indicator. Maybe we get 3-1 or so on Journalism. Sovereignty maybe is, I'd say, anywhere between 8 and 10-1. I think is probably where you're going to get. Just to me is exactly what you wanted if you like Sovereignty. Sandman, I think last I looked, he was like 9-2, 5-1. See, that to me is overbet. But that's not exactly surprising either.
No, it's not surprising at all. I think that's what we kind of expected with him. And again, if you like Sandman, I would look into the daily doubles, the pick 3, stuff like that, because the common money, or the people that don't follow racing day in and day out, and they're just betting Sandman because of a name, or they like Metallica, or they like the owner who's a big social media influencer, they're betting wins. They're not betting in the doubles. So that's how you get your value with Sandman. Look at those daily doubles, look at those pick 3s. And if you love him, that's kind of how you need to use him, because like I said, I think he can win, but I'm not sure that that's the right price on him. And look, that doesn't mean he can't win. That doesn't mean I like him less. That just means if you like him, you kind of need to get value in other ways because you're not getting enough on that win end of things.
So this was as of this morning. Citizen Bull 13-1, Final Gambit 15-1, American Promise at 12-1 is insane. Luxor Cafe at 10-1, Burnham Square at 16-1. Tistastic 18. Tell me a world where Tistastic's 18 and 12-1's on American Promise. Even higher, Final Gambit is lower. Citizen Bull is insane to me. Render Judgment 15-1. So you definitely have that Toby Keith money. It's the Derby. It's the Derby. People bet on names and bet on connections more than they bet on reality. So, people that had a uncle named Phil or they love birds or had their dad was named Rich or that's the kind of shit we're talking about here. So doesn't look at the odds. It's an indicator. It's not the end, right?
Right. Yeah, and I'm not shocked that we're seeing those odds. That's certainly we see it every year. And the Toby Keith money is really, that's got to be all public money. Handicappers aren't sitting there thinking that this horse can win, but it's pretty crazy to see this. And like I said, it's when you do it the first couple of years, it gets surprising, and then after that, it's kind of like, I could have said that Render Judgment, who should, based on the past performances, be 50-1, he'll be half that, so.
Would you rather bet Journalism at 7-2 or lay Render Judgment at 15-1?
Well, can we do both? I think Journalism has a better chance, or excuse me, I think Render Judgment has a better chance of not winning than Journalism does of winning.
That's exactly. Yeah. So there you go. Listen, there's definitely some overlays for sure, and there's some underlays. That's the Derby. So I not really surprised. You got Luxor Cafe way lower than Admiral Daytona. Not surprised that Luxor is getting the action there. So that's an indicator. Again, I would say don't expect a big price on Sandman. Expect value on Sovereignty. I think Journalism is playable at whatever he ends off at probably 3-1. 7-2 is insane. And I think, I'm really surprised that I think Tistastic is sitting here with just an unbelievable opportunity, especially someone like you, Alterman, who loves him at 18-1. I think it's just people have forgotten about him, honestly. And that's just a dumb thing to say, but he's just not been a horse people have talked about at all.
Yeah, no, and that's what it is. They've forgotten about him, and he's got a lot of losses on the resume as well. And look, a vote of confidence for Tistastic is the fact that, look, this is a horse that when he stretched out, he looked a lot better, and also he was able to weave in and out of traffic. And I mentioned it at the top of the show, like a lot of people have asked, hey, what's the changes with the scratches? Not with the scratches, but with the weather. And I just keep telling people, look, here's the deal. My first horse is Journalism. I think he's going to like it. Again, it's a guess. I don't know, but just the way he's bred, I think he's going to like it. My second horse is Tistastic. I think he's going to like it. Like all indications to me are like, I think Tistastic will be fine on it. So it's like, I don't really think I need to change much. Now you can obviously be right or wrong. You never know until they run it. It's especially 19 horses and you're in the slop, and I get it. They may or may not like it, but just the indicators are, I don't need to change much here.
I took off the banner there because it was blocking BAs at 17-1. Yeah. So, I think that's probably okay odds for him as well. Probably a little higher than I expected, to be quite honest. So we'll see kind of how much action he will get. But again, at the end of the day, I would just, my advice would be is just don't use the track as a negative in terms of like, hey, I really wanted to bet whatever. I wanted to bet Tistastic, but I just don't think he'll like the track. We don't know, we don't know.
No.
Now, having said that, I do think it's okay if you were like, I kind of do like Chunk of Gold, and then the Rain's like, I do like him a little bit more now with the Rain. That's okay, I think. Like if you want to elevate a little bit more of a horse, like, hey, I was gonna put him in my super, I was only gonna put him in the 4th spot. Maybe I'll put him in the 3rd or whatever. I think that's okay, but don't dismiss a horse just based on what you believe that the track will affect the horse, because I mean we just don't know.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And Daniel said, "Don't be surprised if track is good at post." I haven't seen like what's going to happen in the next hours to come as far as the weather goes. So 2 things I'll say: the track does dry out at Churchill extremely well. However, I'm watching the feed as we're talking, and it visibly looks like it's like pouring. I can't tell for sure, but I don't know. I kind of lean towards what Daniel was talking. It's like, if it stops, it might be. I don't know. There's no sun in the forecast. I think we're going to have a wet, sloppy track. I don't know that it'll be good, but I could be wrong.
It's definitely raining, and in the paddock, anyways. I almost think it's better to have a track just let it be sloppy than that middle area.
Yes.
The good where it's kind of like a peanut buttery type thing. Like that's tough. Like that, and that can be an impact on horses.
I've always said, give me a fast track or give me a sloppy track. Do not give me in between. That's when the really weird stuff happens, because it's just very bizarre how that track can play. So obviously we always want a fast track, but if it's going to be sloppy, let it be normal sloppy, not drying out, mud, nasty. Yeah.
So looking at the future forecast, I really think around 4-ish or so. That's I don't know if that's that's my time. So 4 o'clock Central. It looks like it's going to start clearing up, and then so it should be good up until the Derby. It looks like it could be hit or miss. There's a few kind of. I mean, again, this is future, but if we're lucky, we get 2 hours of non-rain, and then at least the track, they'll have some opportunity to get the track in the spot that's good to go, good enough. But I wouldn't expect with it to be much different than it is now, honestly. So all right, with that in mind, guys, there is a look at the Derby field as of now. Those are the odds as of now. Again, I'll be live again later on this afternoon at 5 o'clock Central Time. So it's already out there. So make sure you go ahead and hit that notification bell so you get alerted when I do go live. Halterman will be live. Give the plug on yours, Halterman.
Yeah, so it'll be 4 to 8 Eastern Time. We'll be live. Mike Somich and I will be live there. So 3 to 7 Central Time. We're gonna have it's a lot. We got a lot of guests on. I think we've got Chris Felica's coming on. Dave Johnson's coming on. Patrick Maher will be on as well. So a lot of guests, a lot of horse racing. We'll handicap the races, obviously, and then it will react to the race once it's over there for the final hour.
All right. There's a look at the Derby. That's a look at the future. Until then, we are on to the main event, guys. Hang on.
Do it.
Are you ready? Oh, baby.
Here we go.
So if you guys are in the chat, you don't know what's going on. We did a thing. We've been promoting this for the last, month almost, where if you were a premium subscriber with Racing Dudes, you got entered into the chance of top 20 to run in the Racing Dudes Derby the day or the morning of the Kentucky Derby. So we drew that earlier in the week. We got our 20 horses. We did the Wheel of Death, got our 20 horses / people entered. So we're going to run the race here. It's the 2 minutes. It's the most exciting 2 minutes in sports right here. We're going to put the field in. We're going to run the race. It's 2 minutes. Winner of this race wins $1,000. And again, if you're just seeing this, you didn't get in, we will be running this same promotion through the month of May. So we'll be running it again on June 1st. So if you're just a premium subscriber, if you've already done it, you didn't win this time, just stay with it. You get all the betting Bibles for free anyways when you're doing it. So you'll get the Preakness and this Derby. So if you haven't got in, now's a great time to do it, obviously, because you'll be entered when we run this again. All right. So first off, let's take a look at the field. I'll get the post set up. I want to just make sure this is all on the up and up. So I'm going to copy and paste all the posts here.
There they are.
Well, that's not the
Wait,
right
you
one.
can run 1,000 horses. It says up to 1,000 names.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Okay.
So there we go. Douglas R, David S, Mark C, Sean M, Robert M, Philip M, Amber, William B, James H, Andrew S, Morris, D Wheat, James S, Michael B, Kyle B, Jewel. This goes by the one name. Travis B, David P, Todd B, and Michael R.
All right.
There's the field. 2 minutes set on the clock. Let's get the entries ready, guys. What are we thinking? So I did a few tips.
This is
here.
awesome.
A few tips here, guys. In the paddock, I did see the 1 and the 8 up close, and they looked ready to run. Now I don't know what that means, but the 1 and the 8 looked ready to go. Post 7, Amber, I don't know. I mean, it's a straight track, so no turns here. It's no issues. Are we ready?
Let's do it.
Are we ready, everybody? Let's get some dubs in the chat here. Good luck. Do we have a we don't have. I was going to do a call to post, but I think that's on the other one. So,
I think Magic Mike. Well, you'll have to. Yeah.
Oh,
you want me to get my horn out?
Yeah. Can you blow one for me real quick?
It's Robert's asking. Is it sloppy?
The track is here in the Racing Dudes Derby. It's set in. We actually have a dome, and so it's set up to be perfect track conditions.
Great.
So,
love it.
We have one straight track that goes. It's a very large dome. So, all right, guys. Without further ado, all right, ready? Good luck, everybody. Let's go. $1,000 on the line. 2 minutes. Let's go.
Oh, they're off. This is so neat.
They're off. Can you do the call for us, Halterman?
I cannot, but I am excited. This is really funny.
Morris G, look at him. Oh, we got this
Morris G, look
flying.
out.
Mark C says, no, not today, sir. They're they're bunched up really closely here. I mean, really, no clear winner or no clear horse. We still got a minute 35 left on the clock.
Oh yeah, still got
Andrew
time.
S, there he goes. Takes the lead. Andrew, come on. Oh, there comes Michael up on the inside.
Oh, he dropped out of
No, he's backing off now. James S says, "I'll take." Nope. Listen, no one really wants the lead here.
Shoddy hasn't got a call yet, by the way.
No, this is not good for Jewel. There's the sighting. Jewel.
Go B.
Come on, baby. Let's go. James S he really wants that lead. Then he
all right, we're halfway home.
Yeah, we're halfway there. 1 minute left. The final minute.
Douglas.
Come on.
Oh. There he goes back.
James
keeps
getting that lead and he backs off.
Oh, this is going to be
close.
On. This is the most.
It's a very weird pace setup, Dan. I don't know what we call this, but
it's going to be close. These horses are battling now.
All right, 30 seconds.
Jewel's back.
30 seconds. They're in the far turn. Look at it. They're literally all on the screen right now. They're completely bunched up. This could be anybody's game. 20 seconds.
D Wheat's
in
front.
Andy, hold on. 16.
Oh, it's going to be tight.
Okay, we need a runner. James. William B. Who's going to come flying? 7 seconds. Jules making a move. William B's making a move. William B. William B. William B.
Look at him after the race.
William B. taking home $1,000.
There it is.
So let's see the finishing order here. William B. I think there you can do here. William B. D. Wheat, Sean M. Top 3.
Oh,
Jewel, David S. Jewel, James S. Philip M. Robert M. Morris G. Shoddy, where are you at? I don't even see her on the top.
Where's Amber? Yeah.
Oh, gosh. 19th, Shoddy.
19th. She spit the bit hard.
You know what? She didn't get a lot of calls either.
None, hardly. And I saw her once.
Definitely was not ready. Definitely was not ready. William B, are you in the chat? I hope everyone enjoyed that. That was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun. I don't know what it was, but it was fun.
I loved it.
Definitely
those horses are funny.
I don't think anybody expected to see that today, right? So I'll screenshot that so William B can say it. See it, I mean. But there you go. The winner, William B. we'll handle all that, Michael, and then if there is a claim of foul, D Wheat and Sean, if you'd like to claim an inquiry, now is the time. Okay, we will review that.
Where'd our boy Douglas finish? Where's he at? Oh, there he is. He's here.
Hey! Yes, let's go. Let's go.
All right.
William, shoot me an email just shoot us an email at contact@racingdudes.
Yeah.
And we will get you paid out, buddy. So
yeah, if you've got a PayPal, William, that would be fantastic. Just give us that and we can get you paid. Yeah.
Yeah, PayPal would be great. We'll shoot it over to you right now.
Yep. 2 seconds. Man, that's awesome.
Dude,
awesome.
all right.
I'm so glad you're here. That's great. I didn't know, so that's awesome.
That was exciting.
That was exciting.
I low key was kind of nervous during that. I'm not gonna lie. Didn't expect that. There you go. Hey, William, there's $1,000. Use it for the Derby, whatever. And hey, listen, we don't have any rules on winning again. So stay a subscriber. We'll see if we can't get you another win and next month when we do this again. So
yeah, for sure. Yeah. You can re-enter next month, June. It's all new again, and we'll do the same thing. We'll draw them like we did. We'll spin the wheel like we did, and then we'll do it again and race them again. And hopefully, if you didn't win this time, you're in it next time with a chance. But yeah, let's we're trying to just have some fun, guys, and that was great. What really brought it on is when you found that horse racing thing where you could actually watch them run. I was like, no, we have to do it now. Yeah.
How about that? Post position 8 wins the race. Post position 8 wins the race.
Oh my God.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
Go journalism too. There you go. Hey, William, listen, it's your money now. You do what you want, but $1,000 on the nose of journalism. I'm just saying, like, could do it. But all right, guys, that's going to do it for us on this special episode of Blinkers Off. Again, go to the website at racingdudes.com. If you want to make sure you're entered on the next time we do this, next June 1st, go to racingdudes.com, become a premium subscriber. If you subscribe now for as low as $70 a month, you'll get the Racing Dudes betting Bibles all for free. That means the Kentucky Derby betting Bible that's out right now. You'll get the Preakness one in 2 weeks. You'll also, if you hold on for a little bit longer, you'll get the Belmont as well. But it's $70 a month, plus you'll be entered for the $1,000 that William B just won. So there you go. I mean, it's okay. This is insane. I'm glad you're in here, William. So I'm happy for you. But again, go to the website at racingdudes.com, at @racing_dudes on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Be posting all. I try to post pics. We have buddies that are at the races, or at Churchill that's sending me pics. So I'll be sending pics of horses that when they're on the track. So make sure you follow us on all those socials. Again, I'll be live at 5:00 Central Time, right here until the Kentucky Derby, guys. I'm Jared Welch. He's on Aaron Halterman. If you're not going to be here later with me, have a good freaking Kentucky Derby. Yep. Good luck, guys.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Blinkers Off. Join our horse racing community at racingdudes.com and follow us on Twitter at racing_dudes. Want to make money betting horses? Bet with the Racing Dudes.